Hello and welcome to Mollie's Motif. This is Emily and today I'm going to show you the card that I'm putting together for the Peachy Keen Stamps challenge that's going on. It's a sketch challenge and I've had my Peachy Keens for a few months but I've never entered one of their challenges. I don't know why, because I've known that it's been out there. I haven't entered any of the challenges, so I wanted to do a card with those faces, and I am going to be using an image from Simply Charmed. And I tell you, I love the cartridges that go through the whole year. That all the holidays, the seasons, different occasions that could happen throughout the year, just bang for your buck. I think these cartridges are awesome. And the images, or the image I'm going to be using, it's on page 60, and it's this trio of pumpkins. I think they're so cute. And I have seen cards out there with this cut and the Peachy Keen faces on, and I think they're so cute. So I had to try it myself. And this is how it turned out, and I cut this at 2 inches. I cut the base cut out of green, and then layer 1 I cut out of orange cardstock just so I could stamp the faces. I didn't do layer 2, I didn't need to do that one. And then layer 3 I just cut out of yellow cardstock for the little pieces to decorate the pumpkins. So super easy to put together, and I did put it on some foam tape, so easy peasy. So that's the cut that I'm going to be using. And then my base card, I just have just some yellow cardstock, and it is a 5x5. So basically you just cut your cardstock at 10 inches by 5 and fold it in half. Super simple. So that'll be my card. And then my background paper, my base mat, I am pulling from Doodlebug Designs Happy Harvest. Surprise, surprise. I love this paper, and I'm almost done with it. I don't have very many sheets left. So this is the paper that I've chosen for my card. Love it. Love the colors. And then I've just taken some jute twine and wrapped it around 3 times. I just tape with some Scotch tape the ends on the back, wrap it around, and then tie it with a knot. And I do put a glue dot, just a small glue dot under that knot just to hold it in place. So that'll be my base mat. And then just following the sketch, I've cut, from George, I've cut a circle at 3 inches along with the shadow. And I'm just going to put that here. And then I've also cut one of the tags off of George at 2 inches. And I cut this on the shadow blackout because I didn't want the little hole, the little circle, to be cut out of it. So, and that will go up top there. And both of these papers, believe it or not, come from the Animal Crackers Die Cuts with a View matte stack. And there were just some fun coordinating papers in here for fall. So there's this, you know, the plaid, and then they've got this, I don't know if you can see the diagonal pattern in here of some orange and lighter orange colors. And so I thought that would be perfect for a fall card coordinating. And then I cut another circle from George out of this fun glittery lined orange paper. That'll go down at the bottom. And that comes from this Hippie Chick pattern paper stack, Die Cuts with a View. And I love it. I think this pack is so fun. So if I can find the, there it is, right here. So this is the paper that it came from, and I just think it's so pretty. That nice shimmer on there, the glitter. So anyway, it's funny when you go through your matte stacks how you can pull just, you know, a piece completely out of the pack and it works for something, you know, completely different than what the theme of the matte stack is. So it's kind of nice. And then my pumpkins will just go up here. Like I said, just popped up on some foam tape. And then I'm going to use a button and put that on my tag. And then on my computer, I just took some yellow cardstock and printed Pick of the Patch off my computer. And that will go up there. So that's kind of where my card is going. So I will get this put together, I'll get it all adhered down, and I'll work on the inside, and I'll come back and show you how it all turned out. Okay, so here's my finished card. I did go ahead and decide that I wanted to have a shadow piece behind my sentiment and this tag and my circle down here. So on the circle I used George to cut the shadow, and it's just 1.5 inches, and I just used the same yellow cardstock as my based card is. And then because this tag was already cut out on the Shadow Blackout in George, I just had to freehand the shadow piece. So I did that, and then my sentiment tag is also freehanded, the yellow and the pattern paper in the back. So those two are freehanded. And then I did pop my sentiment up on 1 thickness of foam tape, as well as my pumpkins, as I showed you before. And then the inside, I still think it's just really cute. I just used some more of that paper, the scrap paper from the front, and then I cut Enjoy the Season from my computer and just freehanded this tag, the shadow piece, and then I just cut, you know, a scrap down for a background piece there. So, you know, just great use of the scraps that are left over. And then I did want to cut out one more pumpkin and stamp him with a Peachy Keen stamp as well. So he is also found on page 60 in Simply Charmed, and he's just the shift cut. So I just followed, I cut the base, the shift base out of green, and then the shift layer 1 out of orange cardstock, so I could just stamp the face right on there. And then I did cut the shift layer 4 to get the highlighting pieces for the pumpkin. So that's how that turned out, and it's all flat. There's nothing popped up on the inside. So I think that turned out really cute. And then I did forget to mention which faces I used from the Peachy Keen stamps. I used the Everyday Character face assortment, and for the biggest pumpkin that I cut out, I used the girl, the 1-inch girl smiley face. And I discriminate. I'm really bad, but if they have eyelashes, I consider them girl faces, and if they don't have eyelashes, I consider them boy faces. So that's where I'm coming from. So this is the girl smiley face 1-inch, and then on the 2 other pumpkins here, so I have a boy that's winking and a girl that's kind of doing the uh-oh face, and those are both the 3/4 inch size faces. And then the inside, I have a boy smiley face, and he's also from the 3/4 size on here. So those are the stamps that I used for my faces. And again, I just used my white gel pen to fill in the eyes and kind of give it a little bit more character. So anyway, that is my card that I have put together for the Peachy Keen stamp challenge. It's a sketch challenge. So I am going to get this linked up over there. I appreciate you stopping by to watch my video. I'd appreciate any comments or feedback. You can always check out my blog. It's mollymugsblog.blogspot.com. And we will catch you next time.